Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. It is Monday. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I feel like March came in so fast and left us just as quickly. We are in April. So I wanted to say thank you for joining me today for our healing circle. And today we're just going to talk about caregiver stress. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Melisa Alaba, your breakthrough coach, money healer, group practice owner, and the owner of my life. So for many of us, especially as you start to get older and have a little age on you, we have experienced that idea of caregivers, being a caregiver or playing a different role. I remember when my grandmother was, declining, and same thing with my grandfather, and, you know, talking to my aunt, talking to my uncles, and the people who lived close to her, the different things that they were doing on a day-to-day basis to help manage her health and manage their care, my grandfather included, and before both of them wind up passing away, was a lot of work and a lot of stressors. And as the grandkids, we got to contribute, whether that was funds or just coming to visit or what have you, but we didn't have the main stressors of taking care of them. Well, fast forward, that was about 10 years ago. Now having many clients who are now having parents that they are helping, it is definitely can be stressful. So some of the stresses that we know for sure caregivers have is isolation. So feeling isolated from their friends, their regular lives, feeling senses of overwhelm because they are also working. We call it the squeeze, especially if they're raising kids too. So they're raising their children who are probably now in high school or college, and then they're managing their day-to-day work, and then they have parents that they're also thinking about their care, managing their care, and so forth. And so those stressors can be truly heavy, especially if you have a parent that's experiencing Alzheimer's or dementia or any of those ailments, had a stroke or a heart attack that causes them to have even more needs and need a higher level of care. So people are trying to manage that from their home, and their parent may be in another state altogether. So it's a lot of stressors that's on you. So when we're thinking about those type of stressors, we want to make sure that the person that's given the care is managing their own mental health and noticing if they're starting to have signs or symptoms of depression, not being able to eat, sleep, or overeating or oversleeping, feeling confused, or just feeling overwhelmed by all the needs, as well as anxiety, feeling like you don't know what the future is going to hold, trying to plan for every type of situation that could occur, and oftentimes not taking care of yourself. So, what I want you to know as a caregiver, this is a time for you to really step up in nutritional support, making sure that you're eating and eating really good, healthy meals so that you can, one, take care of yourself. You know how when you're in a plane, and they say to you, if you have a child next to you, put your mask on first, mom, and then put the mask on your child. So making sure that you're doing the things for yourself first, and then take care of your parent or grandparent or aunt or uncle or whoever you are in charge of to be the caregiver of, right? Number two is managing your stressors when it comes to family. A lot of times when I'm talking to folks and we're in the counseling room, myself or the different therapists I work with, it's family who now is bringing in extra situations, uncomfortable with the work that you're doing, especially the ones who show up and are doing a day-to-day work, right? So people are complaining and you're feeling like you don't know which way to go because you're not able to please them, but you're working to please this person who needs support. So having that type of support or someone you can talk to back you up, or even just vent to as you're going through this process is so very important. The third thing is we want to make sure we continue to exercise. And I know that may be hard because you have so many things coming your way. So that might just be getting out for a 15-minute walk, getting some yoga in, doing one of your favorite activities at least once a week. Fourth thing is calling in all support. So, what community support can we get? Can we get someone to come into the home through a community agency? Can we get someone to help with the night shift? Can we get Meals on the Wheel or whatever program to bring in meals during the day? What community support can we also bring in so you're not feeling so overwhelmed? And what ways can we bring in extra money? Because I'm often hearing that from clients is that I had to think about either renting out this person's home. I had to think about either selling my loved one's home, whatever the case may be, right? So renting out their home, selling assets to have more money so that I could pay for the type of care that they would need. Lastly, we want to think about planning for this loved one. So, what do I need to do to plan for them? So, do I need to get an attorney so that while they are still lucid, they're still with us, we can plan for their estate while they're still here? We can plan for their burial if need be. Do I know where those documents are? Can a family come together and make some agreements before that time happens? If possible, right? But these are the things that getting this off of your mind and actually down as documentation that's legal, right, can help free up a lot of the anxiety, the fear, and all of the backlash that may happen in some families, as we know, after that person has passed, right? So, really thinking about what those things look like now. Streamlining their medical care. So I said last thing, but these are things that I'm thinking about as I've helped loved ones through certain situations. I'm thinking about my grandmother, my mother's side now. Streamlining her medical care. Having a nurse, I had like a nurse to look at all the medications that she was on and making sure none of them was overlapping. But calling in professional support and professional help so that we weren't trying to do all those things on our own. And then on your end, so you're as a caregiver, are you able to get someone to help you with your household? Like, someone to help clean up once a week or what have you because you're not there. Maybe meals delivered for you. So if you're going out to help and support, you're getting healthy meals delivered to your home as well. So caregiver stress, can't say it enough, is real. It often means that we're making transitions in our own lives as we work to take care of people that we truly love. I definitely would say if you need a therapist or if you need a coach or someone to help coach you through the process or just be a support and a listening ear as you're going through this is the time to get it. I had a friend who was going through this as, like I was like, you need to get yourself a therapist. She was going through this as she was working with her mom who had Alzheimer's and having to deal with a lot of the things I just discussed. What's going to happen with the property, as well as deal with her mom not remembering her every day and having to make the decision of putting her in a living situation that could manage her more carefully and better than she could at home, that had like run its course. And it was just becoming really difficult to be able to do that because mom was now going through different phases of Alzheimer's. And so getting that support and actually having somebody she can talk to and walk through that process was just so valuable to her because it was big stressors as she was also managing her work life, her relationship, and the things happening with her own kids as well as with her parent. So caregiver stressors are real. I also say if you're one of my professional clients, this is a time to, especially when things start to hike up in terms of your parents' needs, access the support that you have in your corporation or at your work to be able to take that time off to manage your own mental health, manage those symptoms that we talked about, that depression and anxiety, and get things in line with your parent or the person that you are the caregiver for without trying to do it in work too. This is your permission slip to take the time that you need to take care of yourself and to take care of the person that you're caring for. Without you, and I'll say this again, without you, then that person doesn't get the care that they need. So please take the time that you need. Talk to your therapist about this, talk to your doctors about this, but take the time that you need so that you are fully supported and you are able to take care of yourself. It's so important that women, especially women of color, do not feel like you have to manage this all. I've seen a lot of folks feel like, no, I just got to keep going to work. No, I just got to keep, and having that strong woman syndrome. And I always say we're out of that era. We're in a new era, a new time. And you can literally ask for the support that you need and get that support in time so that you can be better for yourself and for your family. All right, guys, that's all I have today. Just a quick drop of a note of what caregiver stress is and how you can get some support. Please reach out to us at VisionWorks Counseling and Coaching for any questions or to just, have a consult call with one of our therapists. The website is www.visionworkscoaching.com. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.